Jayfunkamill of Dimstahrshine with a Maschine tutorial. And I'm on a Mac running El Capitan, you know what I'm saying? And this Maschine 2.4, you know what I mean? And this is going to be real basic. Because as you know, you can spend all day explaining shit to people. And you can go step by step too. And then somebody's still going to turn around and give you a look like you ain't even speaking fucking English. You know what I'm saying? Some people just ain't gonna get it. But I'm gonna still try to explain it and lay it out the easiest way I know how to. So let's get started. Alright, so start from the top right. All you gotta worry about over here is just your volume. And you can always grab this little arrow and adjust it to where you want it. You know what I'm saying? From here to here we good. Definitely gotta worry about your BPM. This your metronome, record, play, and play from start. This is your mixer, which is one of my favorite features in Maschine, but I'm not going to get into that right now. You know what I'm saying? Up top, you already know, undo when you fuck up. And that's where any program, when you fuck up, you can always undo what you just did, or you can always redo. Your whole left is your sounds, and this is your sound library. Files is pretty much you going into your hard drive and finding sounds off your computer, like samples or whatever. Right now, you can see it's on. I can click this and it'll be all samples, all effects, all instruments, all sounds, all groups, all projects. We ain't gonna worry about projects, groups, or effects. We're gonna stick with samples, instruments, and sounds. And from here, I can start breaking down my search. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, drums, and boom, I can take it from there. Or I can click on this little arrow and go straight to like my platinum bounce sounds. You know what I'm saying? And you definitely want to learn how to smart search, because you can be here all day, you know what I'm saying, looking for one sound, and that really can kill your whole vibe. You know what I mean? Let me give you an example. Let's say if I wanted one of my Mark 1 piano sounds. Alright, so I can come down to piano and keys, but I still gotta go through all these. You know what I mean? To where I can just come up here and just boom, click on this little arrow, and there you go. There go my Mark 1s, and take my Mark 1 sounds. You know what I'm saying? Another example is, let's say if you want a bass. Alright, you still gotta go through all these basses. So you need to learn how to filter what you want. I mean, and these are your filters. For instance, alright, it's on bass. What kind of bass you want? Analog, bass line, digital, distorted. Alright, let's just say you want a bass line. Alright, boom. You just broke your search down from here to here. And you can come to modes and break it down even more. Let's say you want to drop. Boom. Now my search went from all that to just these, and it's easier. You know what I'm saying? And here you can always type in what you want to. So just keep that in mind. All right. Up here is pretty much my shit, users, and I ain't got much. Just the shit I threw in, and I ain't got no photos on this shit, but just to give you an idea. You know what I'm saying? All right. Here you got 16 sound slots. And you got 16 paths in your controller. The object is to grab the sounds from here and load them here. And then from here, we make all the action happen right here. You understand? This is where we're going to put the beat together. Up here is where we're going to lay it all out at. So in short, this is kind of like the supermarket where we're going to do the shopping for all our sounds. This is the kitchen where we're going to cook everything up. And this is the dining room table where we're going to lay it all out at. All right? Alright, so now we're going to start loading some sounds in. And like I was saying before, you got 16 sound slots and you got 16 paths. They're all numbered. So as you click on your sound slots, you should see your paths lighting up too. You know what I mean? Alright, we're going to start with the drums. So we're going to go to samples, drums, and claps. The good thing with Maschine is you can preview all your samples before you load them in. Not your instruments, just your samples. And you can do that just by clicking them once. This is good. Let's say, for instance, you got your beat rocking and you don't like the kick, the snare, or whatever. You can change it while your beat's still playing. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good feature. And when you want to load them in, you just got to double click it. And before you do that, make sure you got your correct sound slot selected. I'm just going notice. So, and just double click. I'm going to keep more 808s. You know what I mean? All right, so boom, I got a clap in. Next, I want to kick. All right, so I'll go to a new sound slot, find my kick. What you don't want to do is leave it on the same sound slot and go to a kick. You know what I'm saying? You just change your clap and you don't want to do that. Understand? So you definitely got to go to a new sound slot and find your kick. I'm going to keep them all 808s. Alright, boom. So I got my kick and my clapping. Next, I want to set my bars up. How many bars I want. Two ways I can do that. That's gonna show up over here. I can record. Boom, and you see that popped up. That's one way to do it. Easy way to do it, I think, is just to click on any one of these little squares. Boom, and you see it popped up. All right, so it's set to 1 bar, and my scene is set to 1 bar. When I change this, my scene is gonna follow. You know what I'm saying? So 2 bars, and you see my scene move 2 bars. All right, next is the BPM. You can click, drag it down, or drag it up. You know what I'm saying? Or double click, and you can type it in. So I'm gonna go to 164. All right. Metronome, click it once, it turns white, that means it's on. All right. Now record. I'm explaining something to you about record. If I'm physically beating these pads, then I need record. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm programming these in, I don't need record. And let me just explain something to you real quick about programming these in. So really, all you gotta do is just double click it, and then push it in, and I can extend it, and I can move it, and I can double click to remove it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put one more in. And you see these squares now, it's set to 116. I can make these tighter and more precise. So click on that. I can go to 164, and you see they chopped up more. You know what I'm saying? So that's for more precise. And if you want it freehanded, you just click on that pound symbol, and now it's free. You know what I'm saying? So, you just keep that in mind. I'm gonna put everything back real quick. All right. All right. So now, just for this video, I'm gonna leave the record on and the metronome. And I'm gonna put these claps in. All right. All right. Next, for the kicks. All right, I ain't even gonna stop. I'm gonna go to sound slot 3, find my hi-hat, and put them in. All right, I'm gonna change this. All right, let me turn this off. All right, let's say, for instance, I want to throw a roll on that hi-hat. Real easy. Back to the 116, 132. Throw it in. All right, that's good. All right, next is going to be levels. And first, let me put this back on 116. And there's 2 things now. If I was physically beating on the pads, you got an option. If you hit pad mode, which is next to your 16 pads under pattern. If you hit pad mode, top left screen, you got pad mode, keyboard, 16 velocities, or fixed velocity. You hit fixed velocity, and no matter how hard or soft you hit them pads, they all gonna come out to 127. But if you program these in, they're gonna come out to 100. And I can change each one by itself. You know what I'm saying? Like I can go put this at 127 and put this at 66, and that's good for like that live feel, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want that, I kind of want them all the same. So I'm gonna show you how to do that. Just highlight all these, right? I'm gonna go up to my claps, and you see now it's white. And when I move one, it moves them all, you know what I'm saying? So, all right, let me adjust this real quick. Put that at 116. All right, I can come to my kicks, same thing, you know what I'm saying? Move that up to 122. All right, and my hi-hats, you know what I'm saying? All right, to 113. All right, let me play that. All right, that's good. All right, next, I want to double this. It's 2 bars. I want to make it 4 bars. All right, 2 ways we can do that. I can go over here. Boom. All right, I got 4 bars, but it ain't double shit. You know what I'm saying? 2 ways we can do that. I'm going to show you the first way. Just highlight everything. Right? I'm on the Mac, so you're gonna hold Option, click, grab it, drag it, and boom, I got 4 bars. That's one way to do it. Another way, which I think is easier, let me undo that real quick, is next to my 16 pads on my controller, you got scene, pattern. I'm gonna hold pattern, right? And top left screen, you got 4 options. You got pattern, remove, double, and duplicate. Just hit double. Boom, I just doubled that, you know what I'm saying? Let me play that. Yeah, man. All right. Now, boom. Let's say, for instance, for your intro, you want just claps. You don't want the beat just to keep playing the same way. You want all claps. All right. I'll show you how to do that. Come over here to this little arrow. Click on that. You see it's on pattern 1. right? Because everything's on pattern 1 now, pattern 1 and pattern 1. What you want to do is hold control, click. Now you got more options. You're going to hit duplicate. I just duplicated pattern 1 to pattern 2, and you see it change through to pattern 2. All right, so on pattern 2, I'm going to make my changes. I'm going to take out everything except the clap. So let me take all these out. Delete that, and come over here and delete all that. All right, and hit play. You know what I'm saying? And I can always go back to pattern 1. You know what I'm saying? I can go all day doing that, you know what I'm saying? I can fill all these up, right? Just changing it all types of ways. When I run out, boom, hit the plus and keep going. So you can go all day changing shit up, you know what I'm saying? And this is going to be good when you start putting everything together, all right? So I'm going to stop this video right now. I don't want to drag it on too long. On the next video, we're going to start adding the instruments, all right?